What if the key to healing doesn't lie in pills or therapy sessions, but in the powerful connection between man and animal? Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Yet for one soldier, the healing that changed his life didn't come from a doctor. It came from a horse. Yes, a horse. After returning from the horrors of war, a soldier was left battling the invisible scars of PTSD. His world felt dark, and his pain seemed endless. But then, an unlikely companion entered his life. The kind of companion you'd never expect to heal a broken soul. This is not just another story about therapy animals. It's the extraordinary, life-changing power of animal connection, the kind of miracle that can only be found in the bond between a soldier and his horse. But what exactly happened? How did a horse save this soldier's life? Let's dive into this incredible journey of healing. When a soldier returns home from the battlefield, it's not just the physical wounds that remain. It's the invisible scars, the silent, often misunderstood battle that rages within. The weight of PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, drapes over him like a heavy cloak, suffocating his every thought and movement. He comes back to a world that feels foreign, a place where the familiar sights and sounds no longer bring comfort. It's as though he's living in a fog, disconnected from everything and everyone, constantly haunted by memories of the war. It's a struggle to find peace, to reclaim the life he once had. His relationships feel strained, as though the people around him are speaking a different language. Family and friends don't understand the chaos in his mind, and worse, he doesn't know how to explain it. The emotional toll is grueling, and every day becomes a battle to simply make it through. This soldier, who once stood proud on the front lines, now faces a much harder war, one that no uniform could ever prepare him for. Sleep is elusive, and when he does sleep, nightmares invade, dragging him back to the horrors he thought he'd left behind. The loud noises, the sudden movements, they send him spiraling, triggering that fight-or-flight response. He feels like a stranger in his own body, a prisoner to his own mind. The days drag on, and no matter how hard he tries, he can't seem to break free from the grip of fear and anxiety. It's easy for others to suggest that he just move on, to get back to living as though nothing happened. But for him, that's not even close to a reality. PTSD is not something you can wish away. It's an insidious force that seeps into every corner of life, shattering confidence and replacing it with doubt. The more he tries to push it down, the stronger it seems to grow, feeding on his isolation and fear. Yet despite all of this, there's a flicker of hope that remains buried deep within him. Maybe, just maybe, there's a way to find peace again. But what does that even look like? And how could anyone, especially him, ever find it again? Little does he know, the answer may come from the most unexpected source, something that doesn't speak, doesn't judge, and doesn't ask for anything in return. In the midst of his search for healing, the soldier finds himself reluctantly stepping into a rehabilitation center. Skeptical doesn't even begin to describe his feelings. He's not sure how any therapy could touch the deep, gnawing pain that's embedded itself within him. But something about the place feels different, almost calming. It's here amidst the quiet buzz of therapy animals and soft voices that his path crosses with a horse, a majestic creature who, at first glance, seems as unapproachable as the soldier himself. He remembers the first time he saw the horse, a powerful, yet serene animal standing alone in the field. The soldier, hesitant and unsure, watches from the sidelines, feeling like an outsider, unsure of what to expect. He's had no experience with animals like this before, and the thought of bonding with a creature so large and unfamiliar seems absurd. But when the horse turns its gaze toward him, something shifts. There's a calmness in the animal's eyes, a quiet understanding that feels almost otherworldly. It's as if the horse knows more about healing than he does. The first few encounters are awkward. The soldier keeps his distance, unsure how to interact, and the horse seems to sense his unease. But gradually, something begins to change. Each time the soldier visits, the horse seems to get closer, its presence growing less intimidating and more inviting. It's a subtle shift, a nudge here, a soft glance there, but over time, it becomes clear that the soldier is starting to feel something. He can't quite put his finger on it, but the connection is undeniable. At first, he chalks it up to coincidence. It's just an animal, after all, and there's no way something so simple could have an effect on him. But then, during one of their quiet moments together, the horse nuzzles his shoulder, and for the first time in a long while, the soldier feels safe. The weight of his trauma doesn't vanish, but in this fleeting moment, the world outside fades away, and for the first time, he feels as though he doesn't have to carry it alone. Despite his doubts, there's something about the horse that makes him want to come back, to try again, to see where this odd relationship might lead. It's not what he expected, but somehow, it feels like the right step. And in that unspoken connection between man and animal, a seed of hope is planted, one that promises to grow into something more powerful than he could ever have imagined. As days turn into weeks, the soldier's visits to the horse become a regular part of his routine. It's not much, just a few minutes here and there, but over time, he begins to notice subtle changes within himself. At first, it was the quiet presence of the horse that drew him in, the stillness that allowed his mind to quiet, if only for a brief moment. But now, something deeper is unfolding. The soldier's heart begins to soften, and a sense of trust starts to grow, not just toward the horse, but within himself as well. It's in these small moments of connection that healing begins. The horse doesn't speak, doesn't offer advice, yet in its presence, the soldier feels as though someone understands. He starts to talk, softly at first, then with increasing openness. He tells the horse things he hasn't been able to share with anyone, the horrors of war, the nightmares, the constant battle within his mind. The horse listens, its gentle eyes never leaving him, offering a quiet reassurance that speaks louder than words ever could. For the first time, he feels heard. With each passing day, the soldier's anxiety begins to ebb away, bit by bit. There's a calm that settles over him whenever he's near the horse, a peace that's more than just the absence of fear. It's a sense of grounding, a reminder that the world hasn't abandoned him. The horse, with its steady rhythm and unwavering loyalty, shows him what it means to be present, to live in the moment, and to trust once more. The soldier begins to recognize that healing doesn't come from forcing the pain away, but from sitting with it, acknowledging it, and moving through it with support. The emotional weight that once felt unbearable starts to lift, and the soldier becomes aware of something powerful happening within him. It's not a miracle, not in the traditional sense, but there is undeniable progress. For the first time, he's starting to regain control, not of the trauma, but of how he chooses to move forward in spite of it. The horse becomes a symbol of that control, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always a path forward, always a way to heal. At times, the soldier catches himself smiling, a smile that feels foreign, like something he's forgotten how to do. But it's there and it's real. He's learning how to trust again, not just in others, but in himself. The horse, with its quiet grace, has helped him rediscover that trust, one simple, beautiful moment at a time. As the months go by, the connection between the soldier and the horse deepens, growing stronger with every passing day. It's no longer just a routine visit. It's something the soldier looks forward to, a source of comfort in his otherwise chaotic life. The more he works with the horse, the more he realizes that this animal isn't just a companion, it's a lifeline. There's a quiet strength in the way the horse moves, a calm energy that seems to wash over him every time he's near. And with each encounter, the soldier's walls begin to crumble. It's not always easy, and there are days when the soldier feels overwhelmed by his emotions, but the horse is always there, steady and unyielding. There's no judgment, no expectation, just presence. When the soldier feels like he can't go on, he finds solace in the horse's gentle gaze, as if the animal understands without needing to speak. Slowly, he starts to open up in ways he never thought possible. He talks about his fears, his regrets, and his hope for the future. With the horse, there's no need for explanations. The silence between them speaks volumes. The bond between the soldier and the horse grows into something that transcends words. The horse isn't just helping the soldier with his PTSD. It's helping him rediscover what it means to feel connected again. He remembers what it's like to trust another living being, to rely on something beyond himself. And the horse, in turn, seems to thrive in this connection. There's a certain understanding between them, a bond forged in shared moments of silence and shared trust. There are moments, though, when the soldier is reminded of the fragility of life, their lives. One evening, as he walks with the horse in the fields, he feels a sudden wave of emotion, a mixture of gratitude and sorrow. It's in these raw, vulnerable moments that the soldier understands just how much the horse has come to mean to him. This horse, once a stranger, is now his rock, his anchor in a world that often feels uncertain. The bond between them is something that no words could ever fully capture, something only the heart can understand. And so the healing continues. It's no longer about overcoming the past. It's about building a new future, one where the soldier is no longer defined by his trauma, but by the strength he's gained from his connection with the horse. As they continue their journey together, it's clear that their bond is unbreakable, a testament to the power of trust, patience, and the quiet healing that only comes from an unexpected source. As the months continue to pass, the soldier's progress becomes more and more evident. The once distant, tortured man is now beginning to reclaim pieces of himself that he thought were lost forever. It's not that the PTSD is gone, but the soldier has found new strength to manage it. The horse, now an integral part of his healing process, has become his symbol of resilience. Every interaction with the animal reinforces his ability to move forward to heal. And though the journey is far from over, the soldier now sees a future where he can embrace life again. The moments of quiet reflection with the horse have taught the soldier not only to trust in others, but most importantly, to trust in himself. There are days when the memories of war come flooding back, and the weight of the trauma feels almost unbearable. But now, when those feelings hit, the soldier knows he can turn to the horse for grounding. He finds comfort in the animal's presence, in its unwavering loyalty, and the calm it provides. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a real one. And that makes all the difference. The horse has not only provided emotional support, but also helped the soldier rediscover purpose. With each passing day, the soldier finds himself setting small goals, things he once thought impossible. Whether it's taking a walk without feeling overwhelmed, engaging in conversation without retreating into himself, or simply spending time in a world without fear, the horse has shown him what it means to take small steps toward healing. The journey is never linear, but the soldier knows he's on the right path. The bond between the soldier and the horse, forged through quiet moments of mutual understanding, has blossomed into a beautiful example of the transformative power of animal therapy. It's not just the horse's presence that heals the soldier, it's the soldier's willingness to embrace vulnerability, to let go of the shame and fear that once defined him. He's learning that true recovery comes not from fighting the past, but from accepting it and using it as a foundation to build something better. In the end, the soldier stands as a living testament to the power of connection, the strength found in unexpected places, and the profound healing that can come from the unconditional love of a rescue animal. He has come to realize that he is not alone, not just because of a horse, but because of the broader community that shares his journey. Through the horse, he's rediscovered hope, and as he continues to move forward, it's clear that the soldier's transformation is one of the greatest miracles of all.